Welcome, welcome, bunnies. It is 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and today we are building in Baker's Life. The reason we're building is because after last night's stream, I spent another hour-ish and completed the aspiration for Bill. So he finished that aspiration, and we got a lot of sales. So we've got a lot of simoleons. We're gonna go ahead and build. I'm entering this in build mode instead of in live mode because we're just building today. Alrighty. First thing I'm gonna do when we get into the lot is I'm going to put everything that we're going to save into the household inventory. And then I'm probably going to bulldoze the lot. And the reason that we're going to bulldoze the lot is because we want to start with just a fresh, clean slate, and we'll see how things go. So we're loading in, loading in. Alrighty. Information about your Sims can be found in the info panels at the bottom right. Press R3 to toggle the grid on and off in build mode. Alrighty. So, first things first, we are going to put things into the household inventory. So what I'm doing is I am selecting what I want and then I'm pressing square on my PlayStation controller to move what I want to the household inventory. And so that means that I'm keeping all of the plants. And like you saw, I kept the bar that we had. And move that to household inventory. We're just going to go through and grab all of this stuff. We will grab that. We'll grab that. Oh, we can't put that in the inventory. Okay. That's okay on the prairie grass. We can always put more in. These are all flowers. And I don't remember if these will keep their evolution level and such, but I would rather have them in the inventory and move them back out than lose them. And we're moving all of our frogs. Because that took us forever to do the frogs. And I'm going to go ahead and sell most of the stuff that we have in the house. I think I'll keep the bed, the microphone, because that was something that we got as a reward. And I'll keep this because this was a career reward. and we need that. I will grab our fishies that we hung up. Okay, I think that's everything. We're gonna keep that. Alright, we're going to bulldoze the lot. That's just gonna get rid of everything, and then we're gonna go ahead and bulldoze the train paint. Awesome. Now, we're going to turn that into just a plain residential for right now. Alrighty. Alright. So, we've got this nice corner lot, and I was thinking that now is the time to share a secret. I am going to turn on my connected keyboard and mouse. You can connect up a keyboard and mouse to your consoles. You just need to get a wireless USB-C dongle connector set. So I have a wireless keyboard and mouse, so that will let me do this. So it is just easier to build when you don't have to worry about using the controller, because there are so many things that you might need to be able to do in build mode that are very awkward on the controller. First thing you want to do is, my camera is always in the Sims 3 camera. It's easier to see things. You can go back to the Sims 4 camera, and I'm going to show you what the difference is right now. It doesn't look like much, but this is the Sims 4 camera. Go to the Sims 3 camera, and this is the Sims 3 camera. You can't really tell without anything on here, but it's a little bit smoother, and you're able to do this with the Sims 3 camera, and it's not as flexible with the Sims 4 camera. So actually I'm going to rotate us this way, and then I'm going to do a top-down view. And to get the camera to do this thing, I am literally just holding the scroll wheel down. Alright, there we go. So, I was thinking the bakery entrance could be over here. So what I would like to do is come back to about here and get us a nice size bakery space. I think that would be a nice size bakery. Now I want the connecting piece to the house to be the kitchen, and I think what I want is for this, I'm just going to mark it out with a wall really quick. I would like this section to be patio. So I'm just going to mark that to there so that I know what that is. And then I would like the main house to be over here. And I think 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 up would be nice, I think. And I think alright, so this is a big house. Especially if we then make a connection between the house and the business. I think that's the connection there. How big is that? We can always make this smaller, of course. This is just trying to figure things out. That's 4 by 5. That is a large kitchen. So let's start by actually bulldozing this again, because this is too big. We've got a lot of space on this lot, and we want to utilize it, but I think what we want is let's get a fence. Good fences make good neighbors, right? We'll do a fence by drawing, and we're gonna get a nice privacy fence. But I can't decide, do I want privacy fence or do I want privacy hedge fence? I think what I want for around the personal property is actual privacy fence. And then on the business patio, maybe hedge fences. Which I think that means this for the privacy fence. And I think that's a good one. Fences in The Sims only come out to here. You cannot do fences on the edge of the line here. It says you can't place it outside the boundary. You go one over, it won't let you go over. So if we do this as like the side backyard, yeah, it would be nice if we could do everything up to the edge, but that's not what happens. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to put a gate in the back for us so that it's easy to get out to the river. And unfortunately, the only gate that matches this fence is this one. I say unfortunately because it is a too wide gate. Alright. Now let's see if we can do something. Actually, let's just draw some walls. If we drew a wall here, like this, and then we go down to like here, no, maybe here, and come forward. See, that's really far back on the lot for the main house. But maybe we put the main house here on a foundation. We'll see how that looks in a bit. And then we do the business over here, like this. Yeah, that's a nice square block. And it will have enough for the counter. Okay. It'll have enough room for counter, a few indoor seating areas, and maybe a customer bathroom, and then maybe we can do the patio out here. And then I really did like the idea of there being like a connecting kitchen area, but maybe that's too much. Okay, let's see what it looks like from... That foundation is very high. Let's bring it down. Bring it up just a little bit. Okay, so let's grab the fence and we will put the fence up to the house there. The secret to getting the fence to not be on the foundation is to pull it from the part away from the house to the house. If you pull it from the house to anywhere else, it will be on a foundation. And that's good if you want to build your own deck. But if you want something where it's like, yeah, the back of the house ends here, and this is where we're having the private part of the property start, and this is something else, that's it's good to know where you can fudge things a little to make them look correct. All right. So now that we've got that portion done, I'm thinking actually I want to do kind of like a double fence situation here, where we do the green privacy hedge as a fence here. Kind of like this. And then inside that, we do the white picket fence. And this is just a me thing. I'm going like, I want this to be a business patio experience. So there's the business patio. And let's grab the matching patio fence, so gate. Do I want the gate or do I want the patio to only be accessible from there? I think I want the patio to only be accessible from the business. Okay. And then we can landscape in here. Oh. Yeah, we can landscape in there. Okay. But this also gives us a little bit of leeway to do some fun stuff. And by fun stuff, I mean we're going to make it's a covered outdoor patio. All right, what style door do we want? I think this still wants to be kind of traditional-ish. Let's go ahead and put that door out to the patio. And we'll just remove that so that we've got nice grass everywhere there. And we will come back and deal with that. So if that is the entrance to the patio, let's find a nice big door that can be a business door. There are a lot of them. What do I want to be the front business door? That is a good question. I could go with the businesses and hobbies doors, but they're a little too modern. This is the get to work door, and it's nice. It would work for this, but I think what I want to do is I want to go with something that looks kind of like this would have been a residential door, or it is a residential door because this would have been like the mother-in-law suite or something. And I think for the bakery, going white on the outside is kind of is the play that we do here. Okay. And I think let's go ahead and put a roof on this. I like starting with gabled roofs and then seeing if gable works for what we're doing or if we need to switch out. Okay. I think that looks okay-ish. Yeah. And we'll add windows and doors and stuff. For the patio, though, we're going to grab a hipped roof. And it's going to come right here. We're going to do this. And we'll go all the way out. Click off of the roof so that we can spin and see where it is. It's a little too far that way. Put down, and we're going to drop that till it's flat. Make sure. Yep. Yep, that's good. Let's go ahead and paint it glass. We're going to use the ornamental scroll work because this is now a patio. And we're going to use the beveled trim. And I think the trim in white is going to serve us well. So that's good. All right, let's grab a nice column. I think we'll go with the get together column. And we're just going to put those on the outside corners here for the patio so that it looks like it's holding up the roof. Okay. That looks great, but then we're going to do some other things too. We're going to grab the classic spandrel and put the spandrel all around this roof as well. And you guys are going to think that I'm crazy, but I'm doing this. One, it ties the columns into the roof nicely. And two, I want to hang up string lights. And in order to do that, I'm actually going to move the roof for a minute. Just put it over here. Go like this. Now that I've got this nice spandrel work going, we know that we've got a glass roof. We need another fence. We're going to grab, you can do this one, but we're going to get the get to work invisible fence. Where is it? There it is. The fence for show shopping. We are going to keep it in the black, I think, because what we want to do is we want to make some cute lines. Undo that, please. We want to make some cute lines. That will be like supports for light fixtures, fans, stuff of that nature. And I am overdrawing these fences just a little bit. Literally just so that there's enough room for there to be stuff on them. Okay, let's take a look. Got a big old empty space. Okay, so there's one full, one... Okay, so these lines are going to be a little off. When you've made a mistake drawing walls or fences like this, you can always go back over what you've drawn, and as long as you're on the keyboard, you can hit Control and just drag to make sure that you get the right, you get it deleted correctly. Okay. Alright, so that is going to be our under roof supports for lights, fans, awesome stuff like that. We'll just go ahead and grab this and move it back to here. And now it looks all lovely. And then we'll come back and do more stuff with that in a bit. Alrighty. So we've got privacy for the house. I think right now we're going to just leave it as a one-story building. And we're going to make sure that there's separation, demarcation, like that. We'll go ahead and grab the same trim, but I think we're going to move it into a different color. We'll go with gray for now and see if we decide on an actual better color later. Okay, let's go ahead and pick a front door. I have been absolutely loving this. This is what we had on the front door, as the front door on our microhome. Ooh, let's put in a little deck first, actually. I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna grab the square deck. I could make my own deck by drawing it with fences, but I think that this is a little nicer. And actually, since we've done that, let's go back to the fence. Let's grab the fence that we want to have here, and we're just going to go and delete some of this. And we're going to back this off to there. Okay. So that's a quick way to make sure that things line up the way you want them to. Okay. I like that. And then we can have this is a little, just a little weird-ish, maybe. We're gonna get this high hedgerow, and I'm just going to build a little we'll put our garbage can over there. Actually, let's see. Make sure it fits in there. There we go. So there's our garbage bin. It's nicely tucked away. Still accessible. Awesome. Alrighty. Alright, let's go back to here. We need some stairs. Oh, yes. I don't like putting the picket fence on this. I don't like this fence. I don't think the craftsman fence is what we're looking for. So let's do this one, and we're just gonna pick gray for now, and we can come back once we've decided what the color palette really is. Another secret. Here we're gonna go ahead and build the ceiling over that. We'll grab some columns, and I think let's grab the happy birthday columns. Do they have anything in? There's gray, and we'll grab one more for over here. Okay. Alrighty. Doesn't like it when I hit things like that. Okay. Let's grab two more. And what we're going to do is we're going to delete the stairs, or the fence right there, because we want to put stairs right there. We're going to grab stairs. What stairs are we going to grab? I kind of like the brick stairs. The sturdy stairs in brick are like my favorite brick stairs. Let's do it this way. If you bring the landing pad in, it costs just a little bit less. Normally, if I was telling you how to save money, I would tell you to delete this little understair side right here. But because it's one, so few stairs, two, it's a brick facade, I don't want to look like we don't have any support there. So we're going to leave that. And money's no object, really. We're going to go ahead and grab a foundation paint. And I'm going to do the gray. Gray foundation paint. In brick so that the stairs will match. And because we haven't put any other rooms in there yet, the foundation's all painted there. Alright. Now, I'm deciding if I want a deck there. I think we might want a deck there, so let's go ahead and grab a deck again. And we'll put it here. And we'll grab it to about there. Now, I'm going to bring this deck out just a little bit. Let's take a look at how this is on the lawn. Okay. There's plenty of space. So what I'm thinking is that we'll have probably a hot tub here, grill and dining up here, and then we'll come down into a pool and then like kids play space. We'll wait to do the kids play space until we have kids, but this would be a nice family deck and hot tub. So let's grab some stairs. We'll grab the same stairs in the gray brick and we'll grab them here. We'll just put them okay. We'll put them there until we know what we're doing with them yet. Okay, let's move the stairs to here. And we'll make it a double wide stair again. And then I'm gonna back it off so that we can do the... Actually, let's do the fence first. We're going to get this fence in the gray. Just replace it first. Then we'll knock out this section and this section. Grab the stairs back. There. Alright, and now that we've got that settled, let's do the stair railings, which I will grab. Where are they? This, I believe it's this one. Alright. Nope, because it doesn't have gray swatch. Let's... Also doesn't have a gray swatch. Lovely. It's got green and blue. Ah. There it is. And we'll just put stair railings on both of those. Awesome. Grab our foundation paint, which we went with this in the gray. There we go. Alrighty. Let's do the roof there. Again, we're going to grab a hipped roof for this. We will come here. We're going to go in one, across like that, and then drop the pitch to there. And let's go ahead and grab the trim in gray right there. Okay. And there we've got a nice little house with an offset business and a nice private yard. Okay. Let's pick the door. I think I love this door. This door is coming in really clutch. And it's got so many different swatches. I'm gonna grab it in this gray blue for now. I don't know why, but for me, this is neutral. I want the business to be white because that seems clean, but the house I think I want to be a statement piece. So let's go and get the side door. Now the side door, I love using the Laundry Day side door. And this is where we're going to want to decide on a color. But once again, we're just going to do the gray swatch for now. I'm going to put this all the way over here because I think I want the kitchen in this back corner. All right. Let's do... Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I did say that I wanted to do like a little connecting thing here. And the easiest way to do this connecty thing would be to put a staff-only door over here and then a back door here. So let's grab the same door and we'll put it, let's go like here. And then let's grab another door. I think because we went cats and dogs, let's do cats and dogs again for this back door. And we'll put it here. And that can be our staff door. Let's do a tiny deck here. We'll grab that. And basically all we want to do is, yeah, that. Because we want those gone, and then we'll grab our stairs. And that's a nice back door into our business, and then we can do a covered porch. We can do kind of like a greenhousey thing over here then, which we should go ahead and just do that now, right? Let's do a little greenhouse. Nice little box there. Grab a door. Which door? Which door? I think the door that we want is... I think we want this one. And then we want windows. And we're just gonna get that, and then we need one there. Okay. We will see if we can get all of our plants in there. We probably won't be able to get all of our plants in there, but heck, we'll try. And I'm going to make this very tall so that we can do that. And then let's go ahead and grab all the corners and pull the eaves in on this, because we don't need the eaves on that. All right, let's see. Do we have windows that we can put here? Not that one. I'm thinking of the growing together windows, but I'm not sure that the eave there is big enough. Where are they? There's one. Yeah, that's not big enough. What about this one? Doesn't like being there. Insufficient wall height. Awesome. Okay. So let's see. Can we put... Nope. Can we put any windows there? It doesn't like being there. Okay. Okay, alrighty, alright. We will figure out that in a minute. Okay. We've got most of that figured out. Let's go back to the main house and see if we can't figure out windows here. Short windows. I have been really enjoying the happy birthday windows. This is the picture window. And if you do 2 picture windows here in the front, and then we can do at least 1 picture window over here if we'd like. So we could do 1 picture window here. And then we could do the single hung windows, which I think we would do like 1 here, or a double window like that, and then 1 there. Maybe. I'm placing a lot of windows because I know that I can move them slash remove them if I need to. And I like doing that like double window moment there and then a single window. And yes, I like having windows next to the doors. Alrighty, and let's do a double window there. And a double window there. Okay, that's a lot of windows, and we've got to figure out a kitchen, a bedroom, a bathroom, a living room. Alright, let's see what we can do. Yeah? Alright. So, we've got a center door. A center door, to me, means that we can do things like have half walls. We're going to draw the half walls. Let's get a short half wall. And we can come like right here and do 2. And this can be something. We could even do 3, but let's do 2. So by putting that short half wall there, we've kind of delineated that this here is a separate area from this here. And we can kind of make this like an entry hall here. Actually, maybe it would be better if we just did an entry hall. What if we did just do an entry hall? I'm not saying that this has to stay with walls like that, but that gives us a little bit of delineation there. And then what if we did something back here? I kind of like the idea of this section here being a mudroom back door. So maybe that, maybe there is a little toilet stall there. Maybe we've got laundry here and a utility sink. And maybe we've got a wall shower there so that you can wash the dog or something. Or if we had, we did that, we could have a tub there. I don't like that. I like the one wall. We put the toilet back here. and then we can do a wall shower there for people who are messy and need to rinse off before they get back in. But that doesn't make sense to have that like that, does it? Okay, get rid of that. Alrighty. I like the idea of this being a mudroom, but we're going to make it not a bathroom. I think... Okay, this is going to be weird, but what if we put the bedroom here and gave it an ensuite bathroom here? I think that's big enough. We'll see if that's big enough for a bed. If it is, great. If not, we can do something else. And then the rest of this is kitchen, living, dining. And I think the kitchen goes back here on this back wall. Put a door here to this mudroom. This can be a mudroom slash pantry. And then we can do, you know, like fridge, stove, say fridge, sink, and then stove in an island peninsula thing, maybe? We'll see what it comes to, but let's see if this is big enough for our bed. If it's big enough for our bed, great. If not, okay. It's big enough for our bed. Just barely. Maybe what we do is what I'm doing there is I'm pressing B to get the wall tool up. And what if we do that? Okay. So now we're not going to make this an ensuite, but this now becomes the bathroom here. I think that's a better use. It's a accessible bathroom off the kitchen, off the bedroom. This can be either living or a dining nook. And then we've got, you know, walkway and living, dining, kitchen. Okay. I think that works. Especially when we've got a pantry here. And we've got a window in the pantry and a window in the bathroom. And we've got windows in the bedroom. Great. All right. I know this is weird, but this is like the perfect dining table area. And I really want this section here to be the kitchen area. I think that's going to work just great. All right. So now that we've got that going, what do we need in here? We need some garden pots. We need activities and skills. We need outdoor activities. We need garden planter boxes. Let's get the garden pot. 2, 3. And those are not big enough for trees. Okay. So what I would really like to do is get the trees in. Okay. This might seem a little silly. We're gonna do that because we need a bigger greenhouse. I'm sorry, back porch users, we just need a bigger greenhouse. Sorry. Okay. So we're going to make this greenhouse like this. We're going to move the door to this side. We're just going to get the greenhouse all the way to the business. Okay. And then, because these are not the windows we want for this, we will get different windows. We'll fix the roof. Things will be good. I promise. Okay. Let's fix the roof first. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring this back one. And bring the eave. I'm going to hit shift, then click the arrow and bring one eave out this way. To about there. Alright. It's a little wonky. Actually, I might just... Let's go ahead and back this off to about here. Should we make this box the same size? Should we bring this box this way? And then we can bring that way. And we can bring this forward. Let's see. Alrighty. If we bring it back one more. One more, please. Okay. So there's just a very small one tile segment that doesn't have roof. So let's do this. We're going to grab a gabled roof. We're going to go right here. And we're going to pull this. So it's one tile. Going to bring all the eaves in. And we're going to match it up. We're going to try and hide this roof in this roof. Yeah, that's pretty okay. Now, I think we go ahead and we leave that as regular roof, and we'll just go ahead and give it this trim, because we'll give all of the roofs that trim. Alright. And it's not that bad. Yeah, it doesn't look completely jank. It is jank, but it doesn't look completely jank. We can actually lower this a little bit now. Let's lower it to there and see how we get along. Alright. Actually, we didn't want that. Only mostly. Yeah. It only is mostly jank. Alright. We need different windows. The windows that I like to use for greenhouses are base game windows. They are the Let There Be Light series of windows. And they're usually all the way down here. I don't know why, but they are. Here is the skinny one. There is a larger version. Oops. Alright. There is a larger version of Let There Be Light that we want. Okay, there. Let there be more light. So let's grab that. And I like these ones because they are full wall length windows. Okay. That's good enough for that side for now. And let's do over here. And what I mean by full wall windows is that they go from basically the roof line to the floor. So, do we want this one to be full glass? Or is it's okay like that? And yeah, that's good. All right. What is that? Okay. So now I'm going to do top-down camera view because now we can move this door over a little, and actually we can make this one tile bigger. Okay, which means that we could do 2 of these windows. Okay, good. Now let's go and get some more planter boxes. It didn't like where we put the door, so we'll fix that in a minute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that should be plenty of planter boxes. Let's go here. Let's grab trees. It doesn't like the trees being inside because they're too big. Alright. Begonia, snowdrop, spice plant, bonsai, and grapevine. Let's do grape. What's that? Green pea. And that's parsley. We're just going to do 1 of each of the plants. I'm going to do a nice strawberry bush. What's that? Bell pepper. This is our vegetables and herbs. We only want 1 mushroom. That's tomatoes. And there's garlic. And a carrot. And that's taro. And potato. Onion. Where's our potato plant? Basil bush. Okay. Where's our potato? Parsley, strawberry, death flower, daisy, lily, bluebell, begonia, snowdrop, spice, spliced bonsai shrub, trash plant. Do we not have potatoes anymore? We don't have potatoes anymore. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And we're going to do the death flower in here. And since I can't get my trees in here, we're gonna get rid of these 2. And we will grab the goat. We will grab the goat's food source. And we will grab a goat bed. So that's in miscellaneous. This is weird because the goats use the horse stable bed thing. Where is the horse stable? That's the horse jumps. Okay, I'm going to go to pets because there it is. And of course it's way too big. So we're going to pretend that goats will sleep on this, and we're going to give Frank a nice green pet bed. Okay, time for my favorite non-cheaty cheat. BB dot MOVEOBJETS BB dot move objects, because BB dot move objects will let me place things wherever the hecking heck I want. And the reason that this one didn't want to place was because the goat was in the way. Alright, now we need to get a door back on this. Let's grab a door. We would like a nice big old glass door. And let's do this one. It's a little bit thinner. It works better. It goes all the way to the roof line. There. We will paint this up and get it looking nice. Alright. So alright. We are going to sell those because we don't need 2 strawberry bushes. Snapdragon and Daisy. Alright, and we don't need 2 mushroom plants. Okay. We've got flowers, we've got lemons. Okay, so this is gonna be a little weird, but if it will let us, we're going to put our orchard trees over here. Apple tree. Okay. We're going to space these out a little bit. And cherry tree. Okay. So let's get begonias and snowdrop, and we'll get a single bluebell, and then we can sell those, and then we'll get a daisy and lily, and that's a spliced plant, that's a spliced plant. Okay, let's see what these are. So this one is Snapdragon and Sage, Snapdragon and Lemon, and Snapdragon and Daisy. So we're going to sell this one, and we're going to sell this one. And then what is that? Bluebell and carrots. We do not need that. We do not need the bonsai shrub. That's a parsley plant. Okay, so this is bluebells and daisies. We're gonna go ahead and put that here. Okay. Alrighty, and then there's enough room around here to put a couple of tables. Alright. But that way, everything is sheltered and growing, and then we can do a different landscape thing. Alright, but also that means that we can get rid of that. Alright, parsley. Do we already have parsley? Plant. Parsley. We do have parsley. Grape. Green pea. Strawberry. Tomato. Bell pepper. Mushroom. Garlic. Onion. Carrot. Taro. Basil. Okay. We just need sage. Okay. So there's that. Alrighty. Oh, we dumpster dove that, so we're just gonna sell it. Alrighty. And there's our professional kitchen. What? Where did we get that? Unlocked in... Oh, we got that as a reward. Awesome. So we don't have to buy any kitchen things except for a stove. Wow, okay. Okay. How are we doing? I think we're doing pretty okay. We've got a nice layout for things. Actually, now that I think about it, we might want to move the plants into these, and then we can get these in nicely. Okay. This way also we can move the plants if we want to. They'll look nice. No. Grab the pot, please. Thank you. Okay, let's get a couple more of the little pots, and we'll put the flowers in the pots. We're only an hour and a half into this and haven't even done siding yet. I'm sorry that this is taking so long, but this is my process. I'm sorry. Okay, so I know we've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got... I need one more. At minimum. Okay, so there's that. There's that. And there's that. Okay. So how about we rearrange this just a little bit? Do apple tree in this corner. Okay, so cherry, apple, lemon, pomegranate, and plantain. There we go. You can do this over here. Like that. And we can grab this and we can all place it here. And then we can grab this and place these 3 together. Like that. Okay. Alright. So that's basic layouts. Okay. Basic layouts. Okay. Now we need to do windows over here. Alright. We are almost done with the exteriors. Promise. Almost done with windows and doors. Okay, so let's get the picture window. Actually, since we've got cats and dogs on this, let's go find the cat and dog windows. Cats and dogs windows. So there's one. There's one. Where are the big ones? I don't want that one. Don't want that one either. This one. Go here. We can do a nice window there. And a couple of windows there. And then where's the big window from Cats and Dogs? Oh, that's the window I want. Okay. Let's go to the front of the house here. And we're going to get rid of that one. We're going to get rid of these two. We're going to get this nice big picture window. That's that. And put that there. And then let's get this window and put it here. Nice big business windows. And then we can get this nice big window back here into the greenhouse. It's just a nice little side window there. And then let's flip and we can do a nice big old bay window out onto the patio. But then on this side, oh, kind of didn't leave a good space for a bathroom. So let's get rid of this one. Let's maybe move it over to here. And then we can put a customer bathroom right in here. Okay, let's do a customer bathroom in that corner then. We can start it here. We can go to here. We can do that. We'll put the door here. Let's move this so that that window is here. Okay, put the door there. Does this need to be this big? No, it doesn't. It can go there. Right like that. Yeah. Because we can actually yeah. It's weird. I know that it's weird, but we're gonna make it weird. We're making a custom toilet stall. Nope. Nope. It's just too weird. Okay. So this is just going to be an extra big bathroom. It's going to have a sink, a changing table, and a toilet in it, and that'll be it. And yeah, that'll be fine. All right. And let's go ahead and grab another one of these. And we'll put it there. Okay. What doors do we want here? Let's go back up to the top. Single panel doors. We want short doors, please. Okay. What door do we want as an interior door? I think I like that one. We'll grab it in this bluey gray again. We'll put one there. We'll put one there. We'll put one there. And then for that archway or spandrel, I think I want an archway. Is this the right? That's... Let's find the slightly wider one. Okay. There. Alrighty. So... Unless... Hold on. Let's put the bed there, and we can have the door to the bedroom be over here. That feels better. Okay. That feels better. Okay. And then... I don't know. I'm questioning the wall placement in here. So I'm just going to grab this door and I'm going to put it on this wall for now. Because I think this room is staying. These two rooms are staying. I'm not sure about these. Let's go ahead and... I'm gonna grab the archway and get rid of it. I can always get it back if I need. Alright. For some reason, now that I've looked at this, I do not like these walls. I like the back here being the kitchen area. For some reason, I don't like the door situation. What don't I like about that? This is a one-bedroom house for now. I think... Is my problem that... Okay, if I do that... Okay. So that's really... That really defines a bathroom or a kitchen area. I think maybe I don't like the door in the middle anymore. Is that my problem? Would I like it better if the door was over here? Move that there. Was that my problem? that's my problem. Or maybe my problem is that I have too many of these big windows. Okay, I think I know what my problem is. My problem is that we have too many of these big windows in here, and it doesn't feel right to have huge windows all over the place. Alright. Alrighty. This is going to be a long one, guys. We're already at 1.5 hours. So, alright. I do like the bedroom being up here, but I think what I would like to do is maybe do this. Is that what I want to do? And do that. For some reason, this feels better and worse. I think. Put that there. Move the door down here. Okay. And then this can be a little reading nook. This is living. And then this becomes an eat-in kitchen. Yeah, that sounds better. Okay. Alright, which means that for here we want a nice huge archway. So we're gonna go all the way down here. And we're gonna get this wide entryway. Nope, it's not the one we want. We want this one. That might be it. It might be this one. Oh, that's the same size. Why is that the same size? Oh, that's what we want. The 3 wide to the ceiling. Okay. Alright, so eat-in kitchen, living room, little reading nook, maybe office over here, bedroom, bathroom, mudroom. Okay, we got somewhere. 1.5 hours already. Oh my goodness. Let's do outside paint colors. Now that we have something down, let's go ahead and do outside. Let's pick an outside for the house. What do I want to do? This is the outside sidings. These are really nice. I like them. What is this? I'm not sure what I like. There's already a greenhouse. Ooh, what if we did yellow? Just a sec. White. Yeah, green. Kind of a... Is that peach? Beige? Crick Cabana to me always looks a little bit blue. That's peach, maybe. Okay. All of the houses on this block have this simple siding. And maybe we lean into the gray. Do the simple siding in gray everywhere. I mean, that means that we don't have to change any of the other colors that we have on this house. And okay. I hate to be that person, but it looks good in gray. And it's the same kind of siding everyone else has. That's gonna be fine. Okay. Going to do that. Since we don't need the height for the trees. Okay. Alrighty. This one, we are going to do this. And we are going to do it in white, or are we going to do this one? Okay. And we're just going to go ahead and do that on all of this, okay? I'm going to do it on the inside of the greenhouse. Alright. Let's do paint in here. We're going to get this lovely pastel, and we're going to do this like pastel-y green on the inside here. And let's grab a tile. If you can't tell, I kind of already know what tiles and what inside stuff I like for this. So that's why picking paint colors on the inside goes so much faster. Alright. For this, I actually am kind of loving the new tiles, but I think I want to use this in the kitchen. So, what do I want to use in the house? I think I'm going to go the full wall of the growing together tile, and we'll go with the blue. Yes, we'll go with the blue because we like the blue in that. Okay, let's get some paint. We're gonna do basic standards, and in here we'll do that in here. This is the same stuff we had in the original house. Now for his bedroom, I think we're gonna go a little more. Let's go to wallpaper. This is. I do think that this is probably him. Let's do these posh stripes. There we go. And then in the kitchen, depending on where we put the stove really is what's gonna determine where some of this stuff goes. I think that is fine. Okay. So I think I'm gonna move this over just a little bit so we can move this window over just a little. Okay. Think tile. I want this. This is the new tile, And I think we're going to go with this sagey green, and we're gonna do it like right here. Which means that I want this door completely on that side. Okay, good. And now for the rest of the room, we're gonna pick a paint. Let's go paint. And we're just gonna get basic standards in the green, I think. I don't know why, but I like green kitchens. I like green kitchens, I like blue bathrooms. I think that's okay. Alright, let's do some floors. I think... Okay, so let's do some floors. I just like this. Alright, let's... Yeah, let's do that. And then let's carry that over in here. And we'll do that in here. Okay. And then we'll do a tile for bathrooms. We can do this in the white tile in here. And then I like this one. Let's do it in the deeper blue in here. But it might be... Oh, no, it's not too much. Alright, now let's grab the retro Edwardian tile in green for here. Yeah, and then let's go back to the wood for here. Because this will be the eat-in part, and that will be the kitchen part. Alright, and then let's grab the new carpet. And we'll grab it in this, like... Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. And then let's do the patios. Let's actually do the patios in the brick. And this in the gray brick. And let's turn it this way. Right? Yeah. That's good. And let's do the same here. And here. Okay. Alrighty. We are just chugging along now, aren't we? Yes, yes we are. Okay. And we need tile for the bathroom in the... No, we've already done that tile. We need this. Let's go here. Let's do this. Because we can. There. Alrighty. This is a strange lot, but it's working. Okay. We're... okay. We're to the let's get lights and do stuff. Okay. Let's get our... This is really industrial, so I don't think I want this. we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna sell all of these. This is very industrial kitchen, and I'm not really feeling it. But this, I like this. If we put that, let's take a look at where everything is. We move this over, and we move this over. We can put the fridge there. If we put the fridge here, we can do countertop, stove, countertop, sink. Yeah, sink, countertop, stove, countertop, this. And then we can have a skinny table here. Okay. And this can be our pantry mudroom. And yes, okay, good. We're doing stuff. Let's get this. There. We are not going to use the extra long pot racks because we're not going to. We can put this. Where is a good place for this? Where is a good place for it? Nowhere. So we're gonna put the doors back to back like that and leave that there. And then we can have the table here and things will go there, and that can be our cleaning storage space or something. Okay. Alright, this is... We're getting places, but they're not fun places yet. Okay. We need to bring these down just a little. Alright. Let's put the burglar alarm. Burglar alarm and thermostat can go right there. Alright. We're just gonna put this out here for now. Alright. Let's get some living room furniture. Or actually, let's do the kitchen first. Let's get... I have not used these counters yet. Would these counters look good? Inner corner counter. And then let's see what stove would go nicely. What stove? What stove? What stove? What stove? This one go, and then the range hood. If we did this range hood, or is that too big and modern? Can we place this? Yeah. If we do that, that's okay. And then I know what to do. Okay, let's grab some upper cabinets. Grab an upper cabinet. Let's grab which, okay, these are the Horse Ranch ones. Let's grab that. In, is it this color? Okay. That. And then let's do an end piece there. And a half tile piece there. And then let's see what we've got. Okay. So then we do need another counter. There, okay. But then can we put this? Yes, that makes it a coffee bar. We put the sink there, and we've got a complete kitchen. Woohoo! We'll put the knives there, and I will do this up as a little vignette with probably paper towels and a spice rack or a cookbook. I'll get the cookbook, and then that will leave this for chopping up. Alright, and then actually let's go ahead and get another half tile. Oh, maybe it doesn't need to be a half tile. That, I think that looks pretty good. Okay. It is technically clipping into the fridge, but I think that we're doing okay with that. Okay. And that's like a nice clear delineation of where things are. Let's grab a fire alarm really quick. Grab a fire alarm, and we'll just put that right there. And we'll grab a thermostat. Nope, I liked it in the gray. Walls up, and we'll put the thermostat by the burglar alarm. Right there. Okay. Now, let's get some curtains. Let's grab this curtain and the green, and we're just going to put it right there. And then on this window, we'll put it all the way up there. Alright, and the same on this one. There we go. Alright. And I'll do decorations in a bit. Okay. Now, let's do living room. Let us take a look at what the living room is gonna look like. Okay. So, it makes the most sense to put the long seating on this wall with the two smaller windows. What couch do I want? I think I want this couch. I think I want it in this color. And I think we're gonna put it here. Yep. And then let's grab a TV. And we're going to grab this one. Or are we gonna grab this one? I think we'll grab this one and we'll grab it in this. And we'll put it right there. Because this is a TV, radio, and bookcase all in one. Let's grab a coffee table. I'm gonna grab a coffee table, and I am thinking I might want this one. Yes, I want that one. What do I want the color though? No, I think that color's good. Okay. Just had to double check. Grab a rug. And I want a rug. I want a nice rug. What rug do I want? I'm all over the place on what rugs I like. And this rug is too big for this space. What about this one? It comes in some nice swatches. This might actually be a little too small. Yeah, but it might be a nice dining area. We'll put that in the dining. Yeah, we'll put that there and see if it works as a dining indicator. Unless, is this one smaller? No, it's the same size. Arg. Also same size. Wow. Some of these rugs are... Oh, this is the size I want. Do I want it over here? I want it over here a little bit. Okay, good. And I want it like that. Because I'm going to put some additional seating over here. Let's grab the coziest looking of the chairs. We'll grab this in a kind of like tealish. I think we'll put it like that. And then let's grab another comfy-ish chair. Where's the one that I like? There. And let's grab it in... I think I'm going to grab it in this floral. And we'll put that there. And we'll grab an accent table. When you know what you want, or kind of have an idea of what you want, things go faster. I want this table in this color, and I'm going to put it right there. Okay, so that's all of the major stuff I want for there. I'm going to move to the bedroom, and what we're going to do is we're going to grab a dresser. We're going to grab... Which dresser are we going to grab? That is a good question. Which one? I kind of like this dresser. And if we put it like that, it doesn't fit. Okay. Okay, let's grab this dresser. And we'll grab it in this. And we'll tuck it in the corner there. It fits we're gonna move the door over just a little bit. Alrighty. And then, end tables. Can we... How far out? Oh, that doesn't stick out at all. Okay. Well, let's change it to something that would actually work with the stuff we have in here. I will playtest this and make sure that things fit. Okay, no. Actually, no. Let's see if we can't get smaller. Is this any smaller? Technically, it's smaller. Okay. Okay, and that, and then let's change this to something that will work with the woods. I think I like this one. Okay. And it kind of goes with all the colors that are in here. And yeah. Okay. We will grab a curtain. What curtain do we want? Let's see. Grab that one. That. Okay, that's kind of nice. Alright, let's do the study. And for the study, we just want a quick desk. We're going to grab... Let's grab this desk. Let's put it there. Let's put it there. And we'll grab a desk chair. We'll get this one in. No. Get this one and that, like that, and we can get a computer. Sure, let's get this one. Okay, there. And then let's get a rug. And we'll get a nice rug. What rug are we gonna get? We'll get this rug. This rug might be too much. Okay. Okay. And then let's actually go back here to the living room because we're going to get a poof. We're going to get actually, let's get this sturdy stool. And let's get it in this. And we're just going to put that like right here. Because we're going to get an accent table and we're going to get What accent table are we getting? We are getting this one. Going to get it in this color. I'm gonna put it right here. And then we're gonna do the bathroom. How are we doing? Oh, we're at 2 hours and we still haven't finished. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to put the toilet. Which one are we getting? We're gonna get yeah, okay. We'll get this one. In that color, we'll put it right there. Maybe. Let's look at tub shower combos. Let's actually maybe put it like that. And then let's get the growing together one. Let's get it in this color. If we do that, that works. But we need a place for the okay. Alrighty. That goes there. Bar might need to go somewhere else. Door can go there. Because we can put the sink. Hopefully this works. We went with blue in here. I'll scoot this as far back as we can without making too much difference. Okay. And I will play test this before we do anything. But we are going to get this one because it looks kind of like a medicine cabinet. All right. And then we will grab some towels. We will grab these towels in these colors and put them here. We will grab this towel in this color and put it here. We will grab toothbrushes and put them there. And where's the soap I like? I don't like that the Spa Day soap doesn't show up on this tab. We need to remember that we went with brassy looking towel holder, so that goes there. Alrighty, and then we need soap, but I don't like this soap, so we're gonna go here, and we're going to go to decorations. We're going to go to miscellaneous, and we're going to scroll down here a few times to get the Spa Day soap. which for some reason I scrolled past already. Where is it? Where is it? Really? Where is it? Clutter. Where is my spa day soap? Oh, I like it because it's a bar of soap. It looks cute. Get men's shoes. Men's shoe rack. Going to slot them under that table there. Yes, umbrella stand can go right here like that. Where is it? I know that I usually see it in this category. Alright, now I'm going to go here and I'm going to go and filter by spa day. There it is. And we are going to get this soap. We're going to put it on here. This one only has 2 slots on it. Wow. Okay. I need to push it back in a little bit. I have to play test this bathroom. Okay. But we're going to grab a robe and put it there. And we're going to grab a bath mat really quick. We're going to grab... Gonna grab this one. Yep. Okay. We're going to grab this for here. Okay. We're going to put it here as well. We're going to grab what? We're going to grab this in something cute. I think we're gonna grab it in the gnomes for there. Okay. Alrighty. Things are going on. Yes, making a decent build in Sims takes forever. I've been going for over 2 hours, and this is what it looks like right now. I have not put a single light in this place yet. Alright. Actually, I might move this window over so I can get this door out of the corner. And then I can line that up nicely. Thank you. I am very much trying very hard. I am actually going to get a... you can do it. You can build. I'm not speed building, but I am kind of building with what I want in mind already, so it's a little bit like I already know what's going on and what my goals are, so it makes it easier to do things. I need a table. Last thing, I need a dining room table. And I want one... Which one do I want? I don't want one that's too big, but I also don't want one that's too small. And I don't want one that looks too out of place. Okay, let's see if we can work with this one. And grab some chairs. I like the paranormal chairs, but I also think that for this one we should do this chair in like this. We'll do 4 chairs because there's walking around room. Okay, let's do some lights. I like interesting lights on the dining table. And which lights do I want to do? I like doing the tiny living lights. I like doing the Desert Lux lights. I like doing these eco lifestyle lights and making a whole custom thing. But I think for today, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab the movie hangout night lights, and we're going to do them in this like orange and green pattern, like that. It kind of goes with the vibe we have in this room, and it's fun. Okay, so now we've got to finish this room. This room is the mudroom, so mudroom slash pantry, laundry room. That means that I want a storage thing. I want what is it that I want? I want the it's not in this one. Is it in this one? In displays? Is that what I want? What is it that I want? Yes, that's what I want. I want the mudroom cubby in this. I think I want to put it there. And then I want the Honest Work tool rack in this, and I'm actually going to put that over here. Like that. Alright, and I want laundry. I know people hate laundry. I kind of love laundry, but that's a me thing. I am gonna grab a hamper though really quick. I'm just going to shove the hamper over here in this corner, like right there. Hopefully that works. And yes, laundry, we're gonna go with yellow There's washing machine and dryer. I don't think they can get to that though, because that's in the way. Urgh. Urgh, urgh. Urgh, arg. Okay. Okay. What if we put the laundry basket over here? Because you're not actually going to sit on this, which is fine. What if can we move this over at all? Yes, a little bit. And then laundry basket. Laundry basket has to be accessible. Okay, hold on. I might need to rethink where the window placement is. Why do we need 2 windows in this room? We don't need 2 windows in that room. Okay, so now that we've decided that, how about we move these like that, and then we can do this here, right? And then we can move this into the corner like I wanted, like that, and everything should be accessible and walkable. And hey, I could even put the window back. Like there. Okay, let's see, how's it look? Yep, those windows are the same height. That looks great. We can go here, and you know what, we'll go, actually, we'll grab a trash can to go in the kitchen really quick. Which one? Which one? And where will it go, actually? Well, we're going to do this one in this color, and it's going to go right over here. Okay, there we go. And we're going to now go to decorations, and we're going to go to miscellaneous, because we're going to do a couple of things. We are going to grab this pail, and we're going to put it there, because it's kind of awesome. We're going to grab this and put that there. We're going to grab this plastic laundry basket. We're going to put it under this. Hit Alt and then 9 to raise it up. And continue to hold Alt and put it there. And then I'm going to flip down and see, is it floating? No, it looks like it's sitting on the dryer. Okay, good. Good, good. And then we'll grab a curtain. What curtain do we want in here? I think in here we're gonna go with this shade, maybe? Let's see, can we size down? Yep, size down 1, it's fine. Okay, and then in the bathroom, let's do the same thing. Let's do this, Size it down one. It's still too big. Size it down again. There. Because now it looks like you could pull that down. Okay. And we've got window coverings there. Now, window coverings in here. Okay. Now, we're actually going to move these windows just a little bit. Like that. And we're going to grab some curtains. What curtains do we want? Ah, that is a good question. My favorite curtains in this game are actually these ones. I think they're pretty. I like them a lot. I particularly like them in this shade. Ooh, what if we did this? What if we put these in the corner like that? And then what if we grabbed the Desert Luxe curtains in the light blue? Okay. This might seem a little odd, what I'm doing, but I promise it's gonna make sense in a minute. Okay. What I'm doing is I am grabbing these sheer panels first and then putting them where I want them so that it looks like we've got nice curtains all over the place on this wall. Gonna put this one right there, and then I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna pull it away from the curtains, away from the wall a little, like that. Now I'm gonna go to the wall hangings, and I'm gonna go and grab this curtain mount in this color, I think that is, and yep, going to do that, and then I'm going to grab these. Oh, this would have looked so awesome. Yeah, no, actually, these can go in here as a cute little over bed thing. Make this more of a statement piece. There we go. Because I can just run these and I'll just run these all along the wall like that. Actually, I might get rid of a few of them because we don't need them over the door. Let's see how many. Okay, and we'll grab that one and we'll go back to curtains and we'll grab the Desert Luxe curtain again in this like light blue, and we'll put it there and we'll put it there. There, everybody's got curtains. And we'll do final touches in a minute. Alright. Here. We've got to do a bathroom here. So let's grab plumbing. Gonna do... Oh, I want sink. Let's grab this farmhouse sink. We'll put that there. Let's grab toilet. The toilet we want. We'll do this one. We'll put that there. And then we actually do need to go to here we go, infants and toddlers, I believe. And we are getting this changing table. We're gonna get it in this color. We're gonna put it there. We'll go back to appliances and grab another wastebasket. Can we? It does not like... I do not like that it's in the wall. So if we do that, if we pull that over this way, it looks weird. I just don't like how far away from walls that looks otherwise. Okay, like that. Move that to there. And then put that there. Okay, that's better. That is a bathroom. Okay, let's do some lights. I forgot to do lights in the house. Okay, we're gonna do overhead lights. We're going to... Okay. Okay, hold on. This is the silliest thing ever, but I'm just going to put these saucer lights in most areas. This one's got 2 lights in it already, so I think that's sufficiently lit. That hallway is sufficiently lit. We'll do lamps and stuff in here. Let's do a table lamp. Let's grab lamps. What lamp do I want? What lamp do I want? Lamp, lampy lamp. Okay, actually I'm gonna grab the moon petal lamp as bedside lamps. Okay, and I'm going to grab this one, shove it that way. There we go, and then there'll be more space for doing stuff there. And then let's get floor lamps over here. We'll do... We will do a... We'll do this one. And like this one here. There. Yeah. And then we'll put plants around there. Okay. Alright. I think that's plenty of light there. This, I think we want to do wall lights. And we're gonna do... Okay. This is kind of ridiculous, but so fun. One, two, three. Oh. If you can't tell, I'm kind of a sucker for string lights. In The Sims, especially. Okay, I think that's gonna be enough. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Can we put them up here? Okay. Okay. This is gonna be our outdoor patio, remember? I kind of love these string lights for this. And we'll do more of different varieties, I promise. Okay. So now we need a light for in here, and this is just a public bathroom. What is I don't want to do the cat and dog light because it is kind of weird. It is this one. I think this would be okay out here in the main area, but in the bathroom, kind of overkill. So let's say the coffee bar is probably going to be like right here. Let's grab, I don't want to do that or that. Okay, we're gonna grab this thing because it looks like, oh wow, that bathroom is weird. No, that light does not work. Okay, how about this one? That light does work. Awesome. Let's get a mirror. Mirror. And we're just going to get this one. We're gonna raise it up using the 9 key because for some reason mirrors almost never place correctly. Okay, so now let's go to small business. Go to small business. Let's get this coffee bar. Does it make sense to have the coffee bar there now? Yes. Yes, it does. We'll put the coffee bar here. We will put a nice display case. There. Okay. We are not going to teach classes, but we are going to have some more display cases. Maybe. I would like to get like 3 or 4 display cases. I might have to rethink this window. Might have to rethink where my doors are. I like where my door is. I like where that door is. Okay, there's actually one thing that I kind of promised people we would do, and I can't remember where it is. And it might be not in this category. Is it this category? It's not this category. Is it this category? Yes. Okay. I kind of promised you guys that we'd have this. It's kind of like a... but I think this needs to go in when we have the bakery. Okay, so because of that, we'll go and we'll put display cases over here. And I know that that one is in front of the window there. We're just going to have to live with that. Actually, let's move the display case, please, over to here. And let's see, we can move that a little bit. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and then we can put a small table there. Let's go back to small businesses. And do we have like a nice... No. Okay, so we will put this in that window, and we will go get some tables. Let's get a few tables, dining tables please. Let's do that. Let's grab this table. We'll put it here in the corner here, so that there's plenty of room to walk around it. And then out here, we'll just grab a couple more tables. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 tables. So there's 5 tables in total. Let's grab some dining chairs. Okay, are these the ones that'll do this? And let's grab them. And yeah. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2, 3, 4. Let's do 4 over here too. Okay, awesome. Okay. And just pull that out just a little bit. Okay. And then we'll do 2 chairs in there. Okay. Alrighty. Wow. This has come together very quickly for that. Okay. Let us go up. Alrighty. I'm going to move this over for just a minute so that we can see these, so that we can do some other things. We're going to grab this really quick. We're going to go here. We're going to get the inlaid interior trim. We're going to do black. And we're just going to do this so that we don't have that weird white underside. Okay. And now we're going to go back to here because we're going to go back to lighting. And we're going to get some string lights now. We're going to go is. Okay. I need to go like this so that we can kind of properly see where things are going. Okay. Because what I would like to do is I would like to string some lights. I'd like to do some lights over here. Hi, okay. Alright, alright. So I know that these are like this, and I would like to do a whole bunch of these lights like this. Okay. And when I'm done stringing these up, I will double check and see if I got the correct lines. But this is very much just a guess right now. Okay, I think that'll be enough, and then let's get a ceiling fan, which we need to go back to decorations for. Go fan, and let's get... We've got several. I like this one, and let's get it in the white. And let's get a couple of them like that. Okay, go up. Alrighty, and I can see that I totally did not get anywhere near. Okay. So the lights need to move over one. Okay. Lights need to go over here. Actually, they're still not right. They need to go over again. Okay, come on, grab the lights, please. Grab the light, okay, and come here. And grab the light and come here. Alright, we're getting there. Getting there, getting there, getting there. Okay. Come on, get the lights. Alright. That. And those ones can be sold. Okay. Let's go page up. Alright. These need to come over a little bit. Okay. These need to come over. Like there. Let me see. Yes. Okay. It is just kind of hard to grab these little things and make them do what you want when you've placed them and they're kind of in the wrong spot. Okay, Those can go away. All right. And then we just need to move these ones into this line. We need not the tree, I need the lights. Not the tree, I need the lights. There we go. There we go. And then these ones need to go here. And then we can get rid of these ones. All right, there. And go there. And there, okay. There we go. And there we go. All right, almost done. Almost done with these lights. Okay, almost done with these lights. And I say we can be done with those lights now. Let's move the glass roof back. All right. Yes. Yes. That looks... You can't really see it from here, but it looks nice. Okay. So now I'm going to add even more lights. Because we're going to go here to the outdoor category and we're going to grab more lights. Which ones am I going to grab? I really like the toddler stuff ones because, I mean, it's this. But maybe I also really like the Ravenwood ones. But they're a little too high. Okay, so I think that nails it for us. Ooh, could do these ones. These are also a little strange, but I could do them right here. And we could do them over here. And then we just need to grab the white one for the end piece here. And another one as an end piece over here. Okay, so let's move this over here a little. And then we do that. Thusly. That's nice. Okay. Alright. And then we can do some outdoor lights for here. Let's do this one over the door, right? Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright. Actually, that looks silly. You know what wouldn't look silly? Everything's gonna look silly. Because I didn't leave space on the wall for something to not look silly. So let's do that. That should give us enough light right around here. Okay. What if we got a small business sign? Let's grab... We need something... We don't want sweet treats. We want... Yeah, that. There. Okay, that's good. Okay. Now let's do outdoor lights over here. And I did leave space for outdoor lights here. So, oh my gosh, we're going on 3 hours? Oh my goodness. I did not expect it to take this long, although I knew that it was going to take a while. I like these. Come in a brass. Let's do one there and one here. Okay, make sure that they're... Yep. Okay. And then let's grab the same one for back here. And we will put this one over the door like that. And then on this side we can just put it right here. It just doesn't make sense for this one to put it next to the door because the door's kind of weird. Alrighty. Alright, did we get... Okay, and actually because... We'll just do that. Okay. Alright. Now... I did say that the frogs were gonna go in the bakery. So let's grab some shelves. We need surfaces, we need displays. We need shelves. And I think we need the Immaculate Shelf. I think our frogs can go on here. I'm gonna put 2 down and see if we can get frogs. Can we get frogs on there? No, we cannot. That means we need a different shelf. So let's do a different shelf. What shelf will fit these? It's like... That's the biggest problem on a lot of these, is what shelf will fit some of these things. We'll get one of those and see if it will fit a frog. Frog? No. I don't want to alt place the frogs if I don't have to, which is why I'm looking for shelves that they can go on. Can they go on these shelves? Please say yes. Let's try it. Frog? Yes, frog. 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 Can they go on the bottom? No, they won't go on the bottom. That's okay. I can alt place them on the bottom. That just means that we now know which shelf we can use. Woohoo! Okay. Alrighty. are gonna be like, this is craziness. Why do you have frogs everywhere? And it's gonna be like, because we spent forever getting them. And I think that's enough shelves. If it's not, we will get more. Alrighty. So, leaf frog. We're just putting these frogs on how I can. Yes, okay. Okay. And there's one there, and one there. So actually, can we grab? Okay. I'm literally just going through and grabbing the frogs in the order that they appear. We're just gonna put as many on as we can, because that's what we do. Okay, there and there. Okay, so there is a second shelf on all of these. We are going to we are going to be attempting to put them down there. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the trick to getting anything exactly where you want it to be. I'm going to grab this base game shelf. We're going to grab the item we want to be at the height we put that shelf, place it on the base game shelf, hit Alt, grab this, and then we can, come on, no? Okay, it needs to be on the wall, thusly. Okay. Come on. This is supposed to work. Okay. Okay. Just a minute. Here, just a minute. Bullseye frog. Hit Alt and drag. No. Okay. I was very excited because those shelves work and they look nice. But now I am regretting those shelves. Bullfrogs fit on this shelf. No. Arg. Argdy arg arg. Arg arg. Do they fit on this shelf? No. Do they fit on this shelf? I am not going to trust that they do because it's too small. And we're going to keep going. And this is going to take forever. Do they fit on this shelf? I think they do. Yes, they do. Do they fit on the second shelf? No. Okay. But it's a lot of luggage shelves that would need to be bought. Arg, 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 arg. Underrated underwater shelf. Do they fit on this one? I don't think so. No. I know they go on tables, but I don't want to put them on tables because I don't have shelf space. I don't have wall, what's it called? I don't have floor space. Will they go in the box? They will go in the box. Okay. They fit in the box. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright. Okay. I wanted something that looked nice. That was gonna fit the frogs. So now we're gonna have frogs in a box. And they're going to be like this. Okay. Normal, striped, spotted, surfer, and then, okay. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 5 by so many. Okay. I know which ones they are now, so that's what we'll do. Okay, what is that? That's a surfer leaf frog. Striped eggplant frog. Hypnofrog. Hypnofrog is the last one. And this is a dirt whirl frog. Goes there. This is a surfer leaf frog. Eggplant whirl frog. Striped eggplant frog. Eggplant frog. Striped dirt frog. Right. Oh, that's dirt whirl. Dirt surfer. Spotted dirt frog. Okay. Alrighty. Let's sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. That's a dirt frog. Okay. Okie dokie. What's that? That's a spotted dirt frog. That's a dirt frog, which can go in there. Okay. It's a leaf frog. Yep. Spotted leaf frog. Surfer eggplant frog. Eggplant frog. Okay. We need the box. There. There. We need several more for other things. Okay, this is eggplant frog, yep. Eggplant frog. That gets sold. That gets sold. Okay. What is this? Spotted eggplant frog is there. Bullseye frog. Say striped leaf frog. Say leaf frog. Okay. It's a bullseye frog. That's a heart frog. Okay. So, those ones are there. This is a bullseye frog, which is a heart frog. Let's do heart frogs over here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. And then we need 5 more for the sunflower frogs. Okay, let's see if we can't get 2 more. Come on. There and there. Alrighty, now let's do this. It's a heart surfer frog, which needs to go. Heart surfer frog goes there. Spotted heart frog. Striped heart frog. Heart frog. And then sunflower frog. Tiger frog. Leopard frog. Sun surfer frog. And get to a place where I can see it, and there. Okay. This is a little all over the place, because it is. Okay. Actually, let's see about... Oh, yeah. Maybe we do the sunflower frogs over here, right? There's 1, 2. Can we get them nicely? Can we get these to be nice? Can we get them to be nice, please? 4. Can we get these to be nice? Can we get them to be nice? Alright. Okay, let's see if we can grab all of these and place them like right there. Okay. Alright, I think those are okay. So we've got all of these ones. These are the heart frogs and these are sunflower frogs, and the frogs are in there. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. Good, good. We're doing good. Alright. This is the only thing left in our... We'll do that there. Alrighty. We still have tons and tons of money, so we're going to do what I said before. We're going to come here. We're going to get a dining table. We are going to get a outdoor dining table, which they don't like putting in this category when you're in objects by function. So let's go here where this is where they are. Awesome. We're going to grab this one in the orange because I said so. We're going to put it here. We're going to grab some chairs. We are going to grab these chairs in the orange. 1, 2, I want 4 chairs. 3 and 4. Okay. And then we'll go and we will go to appliances. We'll go to a grill. We will grab, which one will we grab? We will grab this one in black is fine. And we'll put it here. Awesome. Now we're gonna go to plumbing again. Gonna go to tubs because hot tubs are tubs. And we're gonna grab this hot tub and we're going to grab it in this color. We're going to put it here. All right. Now we're going to go here. And we're going to go here, and we're going to go, you know what, we're going to go rounded pool, large, we're going to go like this, right there. And yeah, I think that's big enough for now. Let's do a pool trim. I've got lots of pool trims. Let's do this one in like that color's fine. Great. Awesome. And then yeah, now we're gonna do landscaping. Oh, we're gonna do one more other thing. We're gonna come back here to activities and skills. And we're going to come here to knowledge. And we're going to grab this chess table. And we're going to put it here. Then we're going to grab these specific and we're going to place that there. No, we're going to place it there. Actually, no, you won't be able to do anything, so yeah, there in the middle. Okay. We're going to grab the microphone and we're going to put it over here. Okay. And then we're going to grab comfort chair. We're going to grab this in this and we're going to put it there. Okay. Okay. I think we're done. We're ready for landscaping now. Okay. Let's do landscaping. Landscaping. Awesome. How does this look? Okay. Think We need a tree. We do need a tree. We need what kind of tree do we need? Do we need an oak tree? Where would we put an oak tree? Would oak tree look good here? We could put the oak tree over here. Do that. What is that? What does that look? How does that look? That looks okay. Alright. Yeah, that looks okay. Okay. Let's get some shrubs. Let's get some shrubs. We're gonna go with this, and we're gonna do like that. And we're not gonna put these shrubs over there. We're going to grab this shrub and put it there. Will these fit here? No, but what would look nice there? What would look nice there is the question. Would the high hedge look nice? No. It might look nice, but it's not what we want. Okay, let's grab this, some more of this. We are just going to line the outside of this fence. Okay. Thusly. Sometimes you need to do some weird things to get what you want to happen. Like exiting out of the shrub that you're using. Okay. We're going to move this over just a little bit. And there. Okay. And bring it down here. And oh, that's like the perfect size then. Awesome. We're not going to do it on here because we don't want that there. Okay. And I'm not going to do it there. Actually, do we need to bring these forward? Thusly? Alright, always check to see where things are clipping. And because that means that we need to pull everything forward. Let's just hit Alt and pull everything forward. Like that. This is kind of like final touch areas where we've got things mostly where we want them. We're just making sure that everything looks nice, that it makes sense where it is, that things don't show weird places. Okay, like that. Okay, alrighty. Now that we're done with that, we're going to deal with this. We are going to grab some masonry really quick. We are going to grab rockstone pavers. And this. Like that. Right? That looks nice, right? Or do we want to do this? That matches what we did on the porch. Great. Alright, so over here we want something nice. And I would love this tile, but I don't have anything that looks even remotely like that tile. So what if we did that? Like this? Yeah. Yeah, like that. And we'll do some landscaping around there. Okay. Alright, back to here. Let's take a look at this. Let's do yellow. I think I need to go back to bushes. Let's drop down. Okay. This area here. We said we kind of liked this shrub for it. Let's size it down 1 and move it right like that. Size it down 1. I'm just hitting the Alt and the left bracket key to size things down. So now I am going to go to flowers. No, I still want a low-lying shrub. Which do I want? I usually use this one. And I know people are like, why are you using this one? And it's literally because when I first started taking landscaping in The Sims seriously, I saw little Simsy use it, and it just spoke to me as the good shrub for this type of use. I can hold shift and just get multiple copies of these, and that would be nice. Alt place a little bit. No, that's... Let's see. You kind of have to play with the plants to see where they fit in what orientation and if you like them. Alright, now let's go to flowers. My go-to are these here. I think the delphinium might be too much. Oh, they'll give just the right amount of height, I think. Yeah, and then I like to layer the hollyhocks on. And let's do that. Actually, let's just get a lot of hollyhocks. We'll just plaster hollyhocks back in here. Because they look nice when there's a lot of them. Okay. And I think that looks nice. And I might get a couple of rocks just out there, like that one. And the Stone of Versatility, maybe over here. Just so that there's a little bit more hardscape. Oh, yeah. Let's grab that and bring it over here to like there. Okay. It's not perfectly symmetrical, but it's giving us some definite definition of that area. Alrighty. Now, I might, because there's a little bit of just a little bit of area there. I might just put the thistles down. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to here. I'm going to grab this again. And I am just going to basically spam this all over the place. All right. And then, actually, I think I need a little bit more color, pops of color here and there. Let's do that, because we'll need some lavender. Okay. This is in no way a comprehensive guide to landscaping in The Sims, but this is kind of how I like to do things. And I do suggest that you pick the plants that you like. You know, go through the catalog of all the landscaping you have. Pick the things that you like. And then start messing around with, you know, colors, orientations, heights. You should pick something that you like in a variety of heights. Also, like those irises are not going to be tall enough. I like doing these assorted wildflowers. And since we're doing yellow and white with pops of lavender, let's grab these in the orange and yellow. And we'll orient them so that the yellow is more prominent. And then I'm just going to use them as fillers. Where you can see where there's a little bit of room left. And again, I'll just grab these and do like a couple like that. I love the wildflowers for this in particular because they're diffuse. They come clumped in a variety of colors. Alrighty. And that, to me, that's a nice front garden. Alrighty. We do need a mailbox. I forgot a mailbox. So let's grab a mailbox, which is under appliances, under miscellaneous. And oh, these are locked. And yeah. Okay, so which ones do I want? I think I want the seasons one. And I think we're going to grab it in this. We're gonna put it. I'll place it like right. Actually, let's put it on this side. And then we can move this a little bit further in. Okay. There we go. Now, I said we were going to do something about this over here. Let's do some... Okay. So we're shrubs here. And this one I think I want to do a little bit more manicured. So we're going to grab this and we're going to grab it because I like it. It's square, it's manicured, it's also got string lights in it. It's already got lights. We're just going to use the white lights. And there's just so many of them. It's just amazing. We're just going to fill in the section between those two poles. And then we'll put one on either end, like that. Okay. And we're not going to do it over here because we've got this nice privacy hedge screen. Alright. And we'll do something over here, but not what we're doing here. So we've got that. And I would do something with a hard edge here, but I don't think that's what I want to do either. I do kind of like... I don't think the topiary is what we want to do. What do I want to do? I need some height. Oh, I don't want to do a lot of flowers. Again, I'm looking for something that's... That might be it. Actually, let's turn this the other way. Okay. Okay. So that gives me some bordering height. Okay. And then we've got this section to work with. So let's get some rocks. We're going to do just a few rocks to kind of anchor the space again. And we're just gonna grab another one and put there. And yeah. Alright. And then we're gonna go in here. And we are going to do something a little bit different. So first, we're going to get the square Lily of the Valley. We're just going to put a whole bunch of these squares down. And that's our edge there. Now, we're going to get, again, these assorted wildflowers in this. Yes. And this is going to be what I'm going to call our mid layer. Alright. And then we are going to do just a pop. And I think... Are the sunflowers the right choice? I might have gone for the sunflowers, but I don't think that's the right choice. These are going to be not tall enough. They're still technically sitting in the mid layer. These, again, would be probably the right call. And I think one statement delphinium in the blue? Yeah, one statement delphinium in the blue, kind of centered there like that. That gives it kind of a nice, kind of polished look. And then over here, we're going to go for something a little bit different. Because I think what we're going to do here is something completely different. We're going to go into the decorations category, and we're going to go here to pot indoor plants, because we're going to grab the tub of flowers, the juice barrel plants. We're going to get them in here, and we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to get them in the same color. Oh, nope. That one's not going to work. But we are going to get at least 2 of them in the same color, and we're going to put them there by the front door. And we are going to get a couple of others that are going to be similar-ish, because we're building plants here. And no. Okay, if we did these. Okay, so if we did these, we're gonna put these here, and then we're gonna pull this in like that. And then we need something a little bit taller in the back. And what exactly do I want in the back? Because we could do this. That's kind of nice. If we did the same thing on this end, like there, and then we went back and we got those pots. Where are they? Where are they? Ooh. Maybe we got these little tiny ones and we just set them in front, right like that. Oh, that's cute. Okay, alrighty. Oh, what if we did the wicker over here instead of those ones? And we did it just a little bit differently on this side. What if we just did it just a teeny bit differently on this side? Okay, alrighty. We just need a couple more things. I love those cute teeny ones, but we want different ones. We need something a little bit... We need a little bit more to fill in the back there. And I think, actually, I went past it. I think we want that, or is there another kind of cart looking one? No, I think, alright, this one needs to go like this, like right here. That's our little cute piece. And then I think this one goes here. There. And then we've got a nice kind of visual into the door. I think you guys need to be looking at people. Like that. There. Okay, I like that. Alrighty. I know it looks busy, but I promise this works. Alrighty. And leaving this blank is on purpose, and I think that's fine. Thank you. Alrighty. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is be completely wild and different. No, it's, I was thinking of putting stuff in between those, but I think that's fine. I don't want to do any landscaping there. I would like to leave most of this unlandscaped, but I do want to put a few things in the house. Like I'd like to put this fern there. I would like to grab, where is it? I would like to grab a specific plant. This one. I think I would like to put that there. And then I think I want this. Can I fit it in the house? I don't think I can. I think I only had room for so many plants. I might be able to put it here. Okay, there. That's all the room we have for plants. Okay. So let's do some outside stuff. Okay, we're going to do plants. I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna grab these and I'm just going to make just gonna kind of get this area here. Okay, because what I want to do with this is a little bit different. I'm gonna put this shrub there. And then I would like to grab this fern. And we're going to put one there. And we're going to put one there. And then we're going to go to the flowers. And we're going to grab these in the orange and yellow. We're going to leave them orange centered. And we're just going to plop a couple of them here-ish. I'm not overly filling this one because I want something specific to do a little vignette with. And if you've seen the homestead ranch I did for Mythos, you kind of know what I want to do. Are the delphiniums gonna be too much? These might be too much, but we'll see. Because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go here and I'm going to go to decorations. I'm going to go to sculptures. And I'm going to grab a base game sculpture that people kind of forget about because it's really only useful if you like to decorate landscapes. And I think I scrolled past it, but that's because I'm scrolling and flitting across the screen while looking, and that usually is detrimental because it means that I'm not paying attention to everything like I should be. Yep, there it is. On the end, come on. There it is. This, and we're gonna get it in this color. We're gonna put it here, here. But then we're also going to grab a birdhouse. I'm gonna grab this birdhouse. I'm gonna get it in an unassuming color, and we're gonna put it over here. And actually, let's go ahead and move this a little bit more centered. Okay, let's take a look. And that's a nice little floral bird vignette. Let's take a top-down look. Okay, there's room to grow in this. It's not overly landscaped, but it's also not empty. So now let's do the finishing touch. And oh my goodness, this is 4 hours. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry, anyone who's still here. I'm just gonna go quick. We're gonna grab pine duff. We're doing circles. We're going to actually do this second circle here. We're gonna adjust the softness just a little bit. And we're going to just go all over. Actually, I'm going to make this bigger. Let's do this. We're just gonna really quick get some dirt down. It's okay to be a little bit messy. I'm going to come back through here with the eraser tool, and I'm going to do that, and we're just going to clean up the edges a little bit. Gonna clean up this inside here. Just a little bit of cleanup work so that it doesn't look as messy. You can always go back and fix things if you didn't like how it turned out. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Alrighty, final look at the whole thing. There it is. Got room to grow in the backyard. We can always add a second story and redo this when we want to. This is a nice little cafe. And we've got the business-centered entrance over here and the house over here. We're good. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm so sorry I kept you here forever, but this is how long it takes to do a build. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next weekend.